Welcome back to Gas, Gears, and Glory. Today we're diving into a story packed with roaring engines, iconic designs, and the rebellious spirit that defined a generation. Are you ready to ignite the passion for speed and power? Because this journey is going to be unforgettable. It was the dawn of a revolution. The 1960s roared to life with speed, style, and pure adrenaline. The American muscle car wasn't just a machine, it was an icon. Today we're taking a ride back in time to explore the birth of the American muscle car, tracing its roots through three legendary giants: the Pontiac GTO, the Ford Mustang, and the Chevrolet Camaro, all the way to the modern muscle machines of 2025. So buckle up, because this is going to be one wild ride. The Pontiac GTO, the original muscle car. Our story begins in 1964 with a car that broke all the rules. The Pontiac GTO, brought to life by the engineering genius John DeLorean. Yes, the same DeLorean who later brought us the Back to the Future car. The GTO was a game changer. It took a relatively mundane Pontiac Tempest and gave it a new heart, a monstrous 389 cubic inch V8 engine. The result? 325 horsepower that made your pulse race faster than the car itself. The GTO wasn't just fast, it was bold, it was rebellious. It wasn't called the GOAT for nothing, and its marketing was just as daring. Ads boasted the tagline, GTO, the Great One, challenging any takers to a race. The Pontiac GTO wasn't just a car, it was a statement, a declaration that speed was affordable and could be owned by the average Joe. This idea would ignite a firestorm in Detroit, and the competition was just around the corner. 1964 was a big year. Just a few months after the GTO's debut, Ford unveiled something that would go on to define an entire generation: the Ford Mustang. While not technically a muscle car at first, the Mustang's versatility and killer looks made it an instant classic. Lee Iacocca, the man who championed the Mustang, knew exactly what America wanted: a car that was sporty, stylish, and affordable. Base models were modest, but the magic came with optional upgrades, like the V8 engine. And then came the game changer, the Shelby GT 350. With Shelby's magic touch, the Mustang became a performance beast, earning its rightful place in the Muscle Car Hall of Fame. The Mustang didn't just sell cars, it sold a lifestyle. It was freedom on four wheels, an American dream anyone could park in their driveway. But Ford wasn't the only player in town. Across Detroit, Chevrolet was gearing up to join the party. Fast forward to 1966, and Chevrolet had had enough of watching Ford and Pontiac dominate the streets. Enter the Chevrolet Camaro, a car designed to do anything the Mustang could do and do it better. The Camaro came ready for war with its aggressive stance, endless customization options, and an engine lineup that could humble its rivals. From the SS to the legendary Z28, the Camaro gave drivers the power to dominate the drag strip. Chevy didn't just build a car, they built a competitor. The Mustang versus Camaro rivalry became one of the fiercest battles in automotive history, fueling innovation, passion, and of course speed. The muscle car era hit its peak in the late 60s and early 70s. But then came the oil crisis, stricter emissions regulations, and rising insurance costs. By the mid-1970s, muscle cars were losing their edge, yet they never truly disappeared. In the 1980s and 90s, muscle cars evolved, adapting to changing times. Models like the Buick Grand National proved you could still have performance with a turbocharged twist. Meanwhile, Mustang and Camaro soldiered on, refining their designs and keeping the spirit alive. Then came the 21st century. The retro-inspired designs of the Ford Mustang in 2005, Challenger in 2008, and Chevrolet Camaro in 2010 brought muscle cars roaring back to life. They were modern machines with vintage souls, combining cutting-edge technology with old-school swagger, but with a twist. These weren't just redesigns, they were love letters to their past, wrapped in modern innovation. The Mustang's long, sculpted hood, the Camaro's aggressive stance, and the Challenger's unapologetically bold frame captured the hearts of enthusiasts and newcomers alike. They were not merely vehicles, but rolling tributes to the raw power and unyielding spirit of the muscle car era. Under the hood, they packed cutting-edge engineering, turbocharged engines, improved handling, and performance tuning that left competitors eating dust. And yet, they retained that unmistakable essence, the rumble of the exhaust, the intoxicating scent of burning rubber, and the way their sleek silhouettes turned heads at every corner. These modern machines carried vintage souls, blending heritage with the future. Inside, they were just as captivating, featuring advanced infotainment systems, premium finishes, and driving tech that redefined what it meant to be behind the wheel. They weren't just muscle cars, they were rolling time machines, reminders that history could evolve without losing its roots. With each rev of their engines, they told the world that muscle wasn't just a thing of the past. It was alive, thriving, and ready to reclaim its throne. And now, here we are in 2025. The muscle car, that quintessential symbol of American performance, has once again evolved, reinventing itself, not just to survive, but to thrive in the future. The roaring engines of the past may have been powered by fuel, but today's muscle cars are being driven by something even more powerful, electricity. And leading this charge, pun intended, is none other than the Dodge Charger Daytona SRT EV. This is no ordinary car. It's a revolution on wheels. With its fierce aerodynamic lines and an unmistakable roar that's now pure electric energy, the Charger Daytona SRT EV is a testament to the relentless spirit of muscle cars. It's not just about horsepower anymore. It's about raw, unapologetic power that redefines performance in the 21st century. The days of gas-guzzling engines are gone, but the heart and soul of muscle are very much alive, revved up, and electrified. Underneath that aggressive exterior is an electric powertrain that delivers jaw-dropping acceleration, instant torque, and a driving experience that's both thrilling and futuristic. No more waiting for the engine to build up power. Just press the pedal, and you're launched into the future at lightning speed. This car doesn't just burn rubber, it redefines what it means to be a muscle car, embracing innovation while never losing its aggressive edge. And here's the thing, it's not just the Dodge Charger Daytona SRT EV, it's the beginning of an electric revolution for muscle cars. We're entering a new era where muscle isn't defined by the fuel you burn, but by the spirit you embody. The spirit of power, precision, and pure, unbridled performance. The muscle car legacy is no longer tied to the past. It's fast, it's furious, and now it's electrified. The birth of the American muscle car wasn't just about raw horsepower or sleek, attention-grabbing designs. It was a movement, a declaration of defiance, and a statement of freedom. It was about capturing the very spirit of a generation, one that was hungry for change and ready to break free from the norm. These cars weren't simply machines. They were symbols of rebellion, a roaring challenge to convention, and a testament to the pursuit of something greater than mere transportation. In the midst of the turbulent 1960s, when the world was shifting on its axis, the muscle car emerged as a symbol of raw, untamed freedom. Behind the wheel of one of these beasts, it wasn't about just getting from point A to point B. It was about how fast you could get there, how loud you could make your entrance, and how much adrenaline you could pack into every mile. It was a rebellion against the ordinary, a rejection of the status quo, and a way to carve your own path on the open road. Every muscle car that hit the streets wasn't just an automobile, it was a statement. It embodied the desire for something bigger, something more. The freedom to push boundaries, the freedom to be bold, the freedom to live fast, break rules, and leave a mark that would last far beyond the roar of the engine. In those cars, every turn of the wheel felt like defying the world's expectations. These weren't just vehicles. They were part of a cultural revolution, a movement that would echo through the decades. And while times have changed, the legacy of the GTO, Mustang, Camaro, and their modern descendants endures like a roaring echo from the past. These aren't just cars. They're living legends, monuments to an era when power, speed, and style ruled the roads. Each name carries a weight, a story, a heritage built on burning rubber and broken records. The Pontiac GTO ignited the fire, earning its title as the first true muscle car. The Ford Mustang galloped into history, redefining what it meant to be fast, bold, and iconic. The Chevrolet Camaro brought a fierce competitive edge, proving it wasn't afraid to go head-to-head with the best. And even today, their modern successors carry that torch, fusing the DNA of these legends with cutting-edge technology and design. They're more than just machines. They're symbols of dreams, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. When you see one on the road, you're not just looking at a car, you're looking at a piece of history, a reminder that some legacies aren't confined to the past. They evolve, they adapt, and they continue to inspire. The GTO, Mustang, Camaro, and their modern counterparts are proof that legends don't fade, they just find new ways to roar. Thanks for joining us on this journey through automotive history. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and tell us what's your favorite muscle car. Until next time, this is Gas, Gears, and Glory. Keep the pedal to the metal.